Wednesday, January 16th, all four in the house. We're going to go about, after the weekend was, we're going into Championship Sunday after the 4 games last weekend. And we'll talk about your boy Adam Gase and a little bit of interesting topic that Scott had to deal with this week. Let everybody know that House Rules is sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise your podcast. That means you can get paid to do your podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad.
Well done, Joe.
Well, somebody has to.
Promotional.
I gotta do something to keep the show going, guys. We made up to like 25 cents so far.
This used to be fun. Now it just feels like a job.
It's not work. It's
Yeah,
not
I
work.
feel like
That's
I
what I
punched
just
in
did. Yeah.
corporate.
No, it's not work.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Who's
work,
pulling the strings over here?
I'm trying to. I gotta get something going. Speaking of work, Scott had an interesting work week. Apparently, he spoke to a Mr. Curtis Jackson, but he did not know who that was.
Yeah, so this started last Friday.
50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent. So
Where's he live?
You sold him a dumpster.
He was talking trash to 50 Cent.
He's talking trash with
he
50
lives in
Cent.
Farmington. So for the viewers and stuff, I work for CWPM, which is Trash and Recycling Services, and I'm a sales rep for him. So I got a phone call transferred to me that this gentleman was trying to get a dumpster and have a dumpster empty and returned. So he called on Friday. Couldn't make out one thing that he was saying. I couldn't understand.
Well,
it sounded like marbles was in his mouth.
What? So he?
I know he's been shot, but at the time I didn't know who this was.
Right.
So I just thought it was I thought it was honestly a prank call. So I take calls all day from different people, different accents, different voices, everything.
Mhm.
So when he was calling and stuff, and the way that he was barking orders at me, I really felt like I was like, this just doesn't make sense, because he was like, I'll tell you this, I'll tell you that, I'll give you the account number. I can't do his voice the way it was, but
He was yelling at you.
He was yelling at
you.
me.
You didn't like it. You were being yelled
No, he didn't. So it came to a point, and this happens to me, when I can't, understand them or get through to the person. I'll be like, hey, what's your number? Most of the time I have it on my cell phone if dispatch is able to do that. And I'll be like, guess what? I'll shoot you a text. You text me your name, the account number, the address, and I'll look it up.
Did he text you everything?
No, he never texted me. He called me back again and goes,
calling.
how many times do I have to tell you, this is what I was understanding at least, do I have to tell you? I call all the time. This is Jackson, Curtis Jackson. I had no clue who Curtis Jackson was.
Did he say 50 Cent?
No, he didn't say that right away.
He had just said 50 Cent.
And I thought that he was saying he was from Providence. He's from Farmington. It sounded like Providence to me. So I'm trying to get the numbers and stuff. So I call him from my landline. He picks up. Still can't understand him. Like I said it to him. He's like, why can't you understand me? I was like, it's not that I can't understand you. You can't understand me. Like anything I'm saying, I keep telling you, lower your voice, talk, pronunciate, everything like that.
Oh wow! Now you're telling him what to do.
Oh, I had to.
Oh wow!
It gets to a point.
Great.
Your
really
voice
does.
down.
You're starting a fight with 50 Cent.
Pretty much. So it came to the point that I'm on the landline and he wouldn't listen to me.
You watch your tone with me, young man.
So I hung up the
Mr.
phone.
50
I
Cent.
hung up the phone and I was like, you know what? Either this is A, going to go to somebody else, or B, he'll call back if it's urgent. I really thought it was a prank phone call because 3 hours went by, the rest of the day went by, never heard anything. If it's urgent, they're going to get a hold of somebody.
Right.
3 hours later, he called?
No. He called me back on Monday. So on Monday, I see the phone ring and I see it, and he goes,
there he is.
what's the chances you could actually understand me now? I had no clue. No clue who it was. I was like, we already went through this. And I was like, this guy is pranking me. There's no way. And he goes, how hard is it to empty a dumpster or get a dumpster around here?
Yeah.
Like, who is this? He's you know who it is. 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Curtis fucking Jackson. Curtis Jackson. How many times? Still not entering
Still not
my
registered?
head.
Scott, what did you need to hear?
What I wanted. There's no way 50 Cent's calling for that. And
Yes,
stuff.
he is.
So,
He needed a
so I
dumpster.
finally, I was able to understand his number, whatever his address.
Right.
I think it was like 3868.
And he owes money?
So yeah, he does. So I type in.
Vodka's not doing too well.
I type in his number and stuff, and I find it, and it says 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Curtis Jackson. I was like, no shit. This is it. I was like, sorry, Mr. Jackson. I was like, honestly, I was like, landlines. I was like, phones. I didn't want to tell him, listen, you sound like you have fucking marbles in your mouth, but that's the truth.
Right.
And I was like, how can you help me? Finally, you guys, he just kept going on and on. Hung up the phone on me. It got done and whatnot. But moral of the story, like, I don't think me and Mr. Jackson are ever gonna, like,
you kind of blew that. We could have, if you were like, you made it friendly and you were nice to him, or maybe you should go up to his house.
I don't ever want to see him. Honestly, I can't deal.
Bring him some coffee, donuts.
What am I going to talk to Joe? I couldn't understand one word he said.
How many times did he get shot? How many people would?
9 times.
So that doesn't mean anything.
It was like 1.
He's gone downhill because he was like, he's selling that vodka or whatever. He was making appearances in like Groton at the liquor stores when he had the vodka. He was out in Plainfield one time. I remember hearing that he was there signing for the vodka.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, he's broke.
He's broke. He has no money.
He doesn't know how to. Yeah, know. But he still lives in like Greenwich.
Yeah, I'm sure he's living off his name and his black card, but he doesn't have a fucking dime.
Black card.
Black card, like meaning like your credit card. It's like an American Express.
Okay.
That's a privileged card to have.
Oh, I didn't know with Scott. I'm sorry.
Jesus, it's coming back to that time. My 1-year anniversary. Just get me fucking suspended again.
Well,
Black card, can't understand the guy on the phone.
I mean, it's 50 cents.
You guys never have phone calls at the restaurant and stuff,
If it's a foreign person, sometimes it's a little difficult.
Okay, and so
not an American.
All right, Yanni, I feel like you're probably the more like one to deep breaths and understand who's talking. How do you deal with it?
How do I deal with a situation like that?
Yeah.
But sorry, 50. My bad, man. My fault.
Johnny would have had him on the show.
Let me get you a free dumpster. Get a car. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna come deliver the dumpster myself. Be like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
You want to bet that Johnny will be smoking an L with him outside?
Oh, you probably have to supply it. There's no way.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying that would have happened. Johnny will be smoking a blunt with him outside.
Oh, you have to.
You get hung up on him. Oh, that's what happens to you.
I'm the dumb
idiot. You're just the typical white guy that can't understand it. That's what he thinks right now. He's like, God damn it. Yeah. He's like, my name 50 Cent. And he was like, I'm big in this. And he was like, Scott Fenton doesn't understand me.
All you really have to do is say, number 68.
Yo, nobody understands you.
Wait, how big?
Aren't you a salesman? Shouldn't you be like helping these people, not hanging up on them?
That's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Is that the closest fucking place?
Well, we're in Middletown.
Yeah,
we're in Middletown and New London.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do the whole state of Connecticut.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing whoever signed him up probably had a relationship with him in the business, or knew of him, or had a friend that knew him.
And you could have had a relationship in him, and we could have had him on House Rules rapping for us right now.
Give me Dr. Dre, give me Snoop, give me anybody else.
You probably wouldn't understand any of them either.
What's the last song 50 Cent came out that was good?
I don't know. I don't listen to rap. Do you? I don't know. I mean, I listen to Wu-Tang,
he made some movies.
He's on it. What's that show he's got? Power? Isn't he in that?
Power. It's great.
Yeah.
He's gone now.
He's gone now, but he was in it. Didn't he help direct it or?
It's his show.
Yeah, and he spent all the money. That's why he's gone.
Is he getting paid? Do you get paid after you die in that show? Or
he's still producing.
Contract with that?
It's still a show. Big show. It's a big show.
Yeah.
I did like how Brady brought
So it was. Did you say that to him? Be like, hey, I'm a big Pats fan. Brady played many men.
Honestly, I had such a headache from talking to him on the phone. I couldn't deal with him. I never want to talk to that man ever again.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about you.
Well, it is what it is.
You could have him. He could be sitting right here right now.
Oh, really? You know what? I guess Scott's not he's not a sellout.
No,
he embraces his.
Well, honestly, you can talk
roots.
His rigidity.
If he called me and was more like understanding, hey, you know what? Maybe the cell reception. Maybe he can understand me. Maybe this, but just the way he barked orders, I was like, yep, there we go.
That's it.
There we go. Typical. Let's go.
Yeah.
Just another one.
Can't understand 50 Cent. Have no clue what Adam Gase is thinking with his eyes.
How hilarious was that press conference, man?
I mean,
scary.
Did you see the guy next to him and then him looking at him?
He's like,
he was like, oh man.
Every time we
shake.
He's not okay.
He was thinking every time. Every time we talk to him, he's always had the hat on.
My question is,
the hat off. He's nuts.
Are we making fun of him? Does he have some Neurological issue or something?
The eyes have always, like I said, in Miami, you never saw him without his cap on.
Who was the coach?
So he always wore it really low, especially in press conferences, even extra low. You just kind of see, his eyes. But not when he took the hat off. He's like, he took the hat off, and all of a sudden he's completely insane.
Who was the coach before Miami who wore always the shades because he actually had a condition?
Right.
Sperano.
Yeah.
So there's something in Miami.
God rest his soul.
He
passed away.
I did not know that. Sorry.
But he was great. He wore sunglasses at night and everything. It was great.
Something in Miami with the eyes,
Well, listen, it is Miami.
My question
South Beach, maybe he got hooked on the good shit down there.
My question is,
the eyes.
Isn't that what Ryan Clark said?
That he got hooked on the good
well,
shit?
Well, no. He was saying he's good friends with him.
Oh,
I don't know if Gase coached in Pittsburgh or whatnot.
He may have. Why? What did Ryan Clark say? I like Ryan Clark.
He said he talked to him the night before.
It's good.
And he was really nervous?
I forgot.
And he says, without saying so many things, is knowing him, he probably took a pre-workout or some, let's just say, quote unquote, some substance or something like that. Maybe he's not.
Pre-workout can do that.
I don't know that he's like comfortable.
You look like an alien
in the camera in the spotlight,
right.
So he takes something to kind of like
get him going.
But he might have took too much.
That makes sense. Actually, that was one of the memes. Was that
he took too much or whatever the fuck.
When that pre-workout drink starts to kick in and then they shows his eyes just like getting ready to go.
I've taken too much fucking
dude.
Your eyes twitch.
Bro, I was
not wander.
I was scrubbing fucking tile with a toothbrush at like 2 a.m.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I've done that was NO Explode or was it my nose?
Dude, that NO Explode is just as strong.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what the fuck
Holy
is that?
shit!
I got addicted to that when I was in Washington, Maryland and stuff. I used to do like 2 scoops, 3 scoops. The next thing you know, your eyeballs twitching.
Yeah, I remember Scott calling me being like, "Yo, is it bad if my eye keeps twitching? It's been 3 days." I'm really excited now.
That shit worked though. I ain't gonna lie. I used to use it all the time.
Well, if you're the Jets, would you, if he wasn't on something, shouldn't you fire him then? Like I would almost keep him if he was on something. I'd be like, all right, that explains it. He's still a football genius. He's a good guy. He was in the AFCs. If he has no explanation, he's like, all right, I don't know if I can do it. Imagine having a meeting with that guy, the whole team. He's doing the introduction, and he's like, all right, guys, first day of training camp, and his eyes are going here, and you have Frank Gore just sitting there. Yo, man, I'm way too old for this shit. This guy's tricky. Then you got, give me another dolphin. They're all just fucking flipping out.
Scott can't even name 2
dolphins. The only one
still. You got still.
You got Frank Gore out there. Who else plays for your stupid team?
Fucking Marino. I don't know. Marino's in there.
Mark Clayton's in the crowd. Mark Duper.
God, poor Jets. They went from Todd Bowles, who now is parking cars for the Jets again, probably. To Adam Gase, who looks like the guy from Mr. Deeds there. Crazy Eyes.
Crazy Eyes Gase.
God.
I tell you, I still like Gase. He's a good coach. He shouldn't be doing interviews, but he's a good coach.
I don't think he should be coaching anywhere. He should be in a insane asylum somewhere.
No, they should put him upstairs. When the coaches
just
coach up there. Box. He's never down below. He's just up there, and he gets to see everything and look around. And,
just ask Adam. He sees everything.
Dude, but the thing is, in Miami, you're going to get away with not seeing those eyes. In New York, he's going to be out there every night at the press conference, and you're going to see his wonky eyes.
Yeah. We'll see, man.
I do like the supposedly hiring for the Dolphins.
Of course you do.
I really do. No, not just I didn't like Patricia. Like Patricia leaving. I think he's a defensive coordinator. I give him credit. Hope that he does well and stuff. But I think Flo. I think him. The way that he's established himself, I think he'll be a good.
What's
coach.
What's his name?
Like you don't know Dolphins.
When you guys,
Ryan
Flores, right?
When you guys talk on the phone, what do you call him?
B-Flow.
B-Flow.
B-Flow. All right. So what else you know?
So you can talk to Flo, but you can't talk to 50 Cent, huh?
No, because
B-Flow works for the Patriots.
I can understand B-Flow. There's no him and Adam. You
can't
put
understand 50's flow.
You give Adam Gase his eyes to 50 Cent. It's the fucking craziest man in the world. You can't understand him. Don't know where he's looking. It's fucking insane.
Oh my god.
But
Well, here we are, man.
Championship Sunday.
It's
Best
here.
2 words in the world.
Yeah, this is exciting, man.
It really is.
Is it exciting?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
8 years in a row.
Every year's different.
What did you say when we walked in?
That's the last
Get
thing.
the
I
fuck
What did
out
you say
of
when we walked in? You'll never see this again.
Why wouldn't you see 9, 10? This doesn't happen in sports. It doesn't happen. It doesn't in any sport. I don't know what fucking sport this happens in.
You got 2 evil fucking geniuses that are just as sick.
Yep.
Belichick and Brady.
Love winning.
Yeah, they're not.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Everything has.
Not
to,
everybody buys in for that long hair. Like,
Yeah,
look
but
at
listen,
Aaron Rodgers.
it's 2 guys. There's 54 guys on the team.
It's the whole organization.
I know, but
To get to this point every single year, everything has to break right for this to happen.
It's like Greg Popovich. They got that guy.
But even Popovich never did. He never even won 2 in a row. Never mind, I don't know, man. It's
The weirdest part
8
about it
years
all
in a
is
row they've been in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that's
The-
great. In this era,
That's ridiculous. In the free agency area and all that stuff, that's that.
Cap, yeah.
Salary
the
cap,
weirdest
yeah.
part about it all is they're an organization that doesn't just go out and play, the season. They work on shit during the games, and then you see them come to the playoffs, and you see that, hey, they were just, you know what I mean? Like, they came in as a team, like they were working on certain things during games. It wasn't like
How arrogant?
they knew they could get through the
How
season.
arrogant is that?
Is
We're
that
gonna work
wrong
on
to say?
shit during the season?
But when they come into the playoffs, they look like a completely
Well,
different team. So it was like a certain game, hey, we're going to work on this, we're going to try that. We're not going to show all our
Well,
tools
I-
until the playoffs. And that's what happens when they come into the playoffs, it seems.
I agree with Joe because I feel like I see like Belichick's vision of this team this year was everybody is now scoring. Everybody's faster. Everybody has like, hey, we got to stop the teams like Kansas City and the Saints where they're just score. It's almost like when they drafted Wendell in the first round as an offensive tackle and they got Sony, and then watching them play in the playoffs and stuff. They're slowing down the game now. They're going back to old school football where it's ram it down your throat, run the ball, we're bigger than you, we're going to push around the smaller guys and be the more physical team.
Well, how long was that first drive they had?
It was 7 minutes.
7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
14
Oh,
plays. right?
time of possession was
Time
the
of
biggest
possession,
thing of the
yes.
game. They
Time of
took.
possession.
They
That
didn't
game
have
was
the
It
ball.
was a 14-play drive. Took forever. They scored the touchdown. The
It-
Chargers come back, and in like 2 or 3 plays, they scored a touchdown.
But it was
So it's
quick.
like, is it worth? At first, it's like, man, they took all that time to get 7. Chargers came right back and got 7. But then in the end,
It's the old Chip Kelly thing. He was score quick, lots of plays and stuff, but then on the other end, your defense is gassed. You're as a defensive player, you're sitting there and watching this team
7
in the
yards.
trenches.
Yeah.
As an offensive lineman, you're getting to establish the ground. You're getting to push around.
Yep.
You're not getting pushed. You're pushing. So you get the ball. You're pushing on this smaller team. You're making your presence known. Defense comes out fully ready. They get a 3 and out, or even if they score, if it's quick or whatever, they're still ready to go. They know that, hey, this is a war between both of us. They're giving us a break. We're giving them a break.
just like you
that,
said.
and you've eliminated a quarter of football.
Yeah.
You're already in the second quarter.
But just like he's
I
saying,
would-
they took 7 minutes to drive down. It took not even 2 minutes for them to score, and then the Patriots got back out there and the defense got back
I wouldn't be
for San Diego. So
Right.
they're already tired, and
Yeah.
and San Diego didn't give them any time to rest because they scored so quick.
Yeah.
They go back
right
out there.
back out there. I wouldn't doubt that would be. I can't see why that wouldn't be a similar game plan with the offense.
Oh,
like Kansas
100%
City
it
has.
should
I mean,
be.
You want to
We've
keep them
talked-
off the field, but with that temperature too. Like you can get that defense gassed
Yep.
quick.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So if you can already put their defense like 7.5 minute drive, cold temperature. You put that defense on their heels and they're huffing and puffing right from the rip. Then you can start. They start to fucking
As a pass rusher, the best way to stop the pass rush is by running at them or
Running
throwing
at 'em.
screens.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing.
And it wasn't and you look at it, and they talked to McDaniels. He said it was all about completing 3rd and 6, 3rd and 4s.
Yep.
And every time they got down to that, they converted.
Julian
They-
Edelman looks so fucking good.
Oh God, he's an animal.
But then you go on the other end, on
Makes so many
Harry's
good
end,
plays, man.
on KC's end, you're talking about Patrick McHolmes, where he's just
He
you
did
know,
the
he's-
same thing though against the
he's-
Colts. They had good
he
drives
did.
going. He
And-
kept things alive for
and
them
that-
as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a great approach if you're Patriots too. That you make him don't let Patrick Mahomes do the special plays. Don't let him roll out of the pocket and do those no-look
No.
passes or the throws or the bombs, the quick bombs to Hill. You want to make him make
Keep
drives.
him in the pocket.
Make him make drives down the field and make high completions. Because if you look, he's had his worst numbers actually at Kansas City, and it's in the second half.
At home?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, and it's supposed to be freezing. Hopefully the fans get cold and, they shut up.
Well, that's the biggest thing going there is their
that's
fans.
And this is the healthiest Patriots team I've seen in forever. I mean, you were just saying this before the playoffs came. We're like, this doesn't feel like a typical Patriot team. And then you start thinking about it. Even last year, they don't have Marcus Cannon. They don't have Hightower. Jonathan Jones, they lose. This year, they've on full attendance.
Yeah.
Not big names aren't missing. No Julian Edelman last year. Julian Edelman's there. I know Gronk's not the same, but guess what? They're saying that he looked great blocking.
That's what he is now.
Maybe
That's
he's
what
not
he is.
good.
That's
Yeah.
what he. You know what I love, and it's like it's slowly becoming clear as day that Gronk is not the Gronk that we're used to, right?
Well, he's old school
he's
tight end
definitely
now.
slowed down, old school. But I love how he had that one
Big
prototypical
Gronk moment.
quote Gronk moment.
You know?
He had that 17-yard reception, and he's
People were on
barreling,
top
going
of
up.
him.
It was like, all right, there you go, bro. You know what I mean? Give him that.
Yep. The
Yeah.
pass interference in the end zone, man. He
I'm
did
not-
that
yeah.
once a game. That's
He's-
a win for him.
Yeah, he still plays a role. He's
I'm-
not as dynamic as he was.
No, but at the end of the day, you're saying he's playing like an old school tight end. Look at Gates. Not saying that Gronk's going to play forever because they keep saying he's going to retire, but look at Antonio Gates. That's why he's made a career and lasted this long. He is a blocker, and then he gets his little. He's a big guy that gets it. And
Yeah, but Antonio Gates. He's bigger, man, but he's got like his footwork. You know,
Yeah.
like he's light on his feet for a fucking big dude.
yeah.
They called him out of retirement.
Yeah, he was retired.
And there's
Well,
something.
they showed the stats. It was
Yeah.
Gates. Who was the one for the Chiefs? Gonzalez
Yeah,
and
then
Gronk is
for
now like.
most touched or for most receiving yards we've seen between the season and postseason. But
Yeah.
there's something to say with Brady's comments at the end of the game and stuff. So, everybody thinks we suck, and I know people are saying that they're overplaying the underdog card. It is awesome to actually see that they're feeding into something and playing off the medium, which they're normally a team that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
They keep it shut. They don't say one word, just like Harry has in the past 10 minutes, and they just mind their way. But now they're actually having a voice. You see Julian Edelman on Instagram.
Yeah.
You see Brady talking back.
Yeah.
You know what? There's something about Belichick. He's changing a little bit, giving them that little extra, giving them that incentive. Go ahead, guys.
Here's your
Give
phone.
it to him. Yep. Here's your phone. Use it.
You can have your phone back.
Use it. Yeah. But Tyreek Hill. That's going to be a tough challenge, man. Stop that guy. The fastest man in the world.
The whole offense, man. Patrick Mahomes has looked like this big stage is not too big.
Yep.
He hasn't given us any reason to think he's going to fold. That's not happening. The kid's not folding at home. The question is he going to make that one big play when he needs to?
And then even last week there was a play
That's
that
it. And
he threw it across his body.
he looks
he's
so
looking
fucking
this way.
comfortable.
He
man.
looks like Curry. He looks like Stephen
yeah.
Curry.
Yeah.
Like on a basketball
comparison.
court, the way he is a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like Curry, he has that nonchalant. He shoots the three or he makes the pass like that. With Mahomes, it's almost the same thing. They kind of look alike. They kind of they have the same the way that they throw the ball and stuff.
That's so funny.
What do they
Look away.
Looks like I knew.
Oh,
it when I
wow.
said that. Just ban me.
Yeah.
Does they kind of look like 50 Cent?
Maybe.
What do you
But-
think, H?
About what?
The whole game.
The
What's
Patriots?
what's your thought?
I don't care.
You don't care anymore?
Let's go on to the NFC.
NFC.
And then we can do our predictions.
Rams, Saints. What are your thoughts?
I'll stick with what I just said with the Patriots. I think the Rams are the more physical team. They're going back to old school football just like the Patriots are. They're pounding the ball against the Cowboys team last week that is great against stopping the run. And they continue to do that with C.J. Anderson, big-ass Anderson, who looks like a bowling ball. And I think they'll do the same thing to the Saints. With that said, will they beat them? I don't know. But I like the teams that are going back to defense, establishing a run, and winning in the trenches
Well,
instead of the finesse teams.
Saints can do that too, though.
They can
Don't forget.
because they have Ingram.
Yeah, because they did the same
That's a
thing.
closer matchup.
They had a monster drive, a 17-play drive last week, too.
That's more of an equal matchup, I feel, with
Yeah.
Cooks, and then you have Thomas on the other side.
And the Saints have 2 good running backs. Now the Rams have 2 good running
Yep.
backs. Anderson's playing great.
Big ass Anderson.
That game's going to be a slug. It's funny because you guys were all saying before how they have a lot of points. Everyone came out firing away,
Yeah.
firing, like all these 50-point games, Breeze and Goff. But look what's happening now. It's playoff time. Everybody. The Rams, Cowboys are thinking they're going to come out throwing the ball, right? You know, because they got their offense play off Gurley and throw the ball deep. They didn't do any of that. They
Elliott
just
still
pounded.
did good.
Huh?
Elliott was still good.
No, Elliott played well, but the Rams pounded the shit out of Dallas.
Oh yeah.
280 yards rushing. Both guys had 100 yards rushing. They just beat them up, and they show that they're capable of beating teams up like that.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, Dallas had one of the best rushing
defense
in the league,
You,
and they beat the shit out of them.
if you said like the Rams were going to be able to run on them, you'd been like, no way.
Well, you think Gurley's going to break a few?
Yeah, break
because
a
he's
few,
Gurley, but
but not-
C.J. Anderson comes in there and just they couldn't.
God,
do
he was
Like
like
looked like a bowling ball.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him. And then you
How
just
much
have
weight
back.
did that guy gain?
Hey man,
It's
it's
a
working
great
for him.
story, man.
Right?
Really?
Yeah,
is.
he
was
got cut
by
He got cut this year.
Twice.
Yeah.
Carolina. Then he went to Oakland.
Yeah.
He didn't play in Oakland.
No.
Got cut and picked up in
And
4
now,
games.
And now look at him. He could be playing in the Super Bowl.
What a great story.
Spider
Yeah, they were playing more of him than Gurley at some point that game.
There was a point in the first half where I'm like, is
I thought Gurley was hurt.
So
Yeah.
did I. Because I'm like, this is the second drive in a row. He's not even out there. But they were just breaking it up, and it worked, man. Now, I don't know if they can do that again in New Orleans, not at that extent, running the ball like that. But it shows that they can, and now they got to think about it. So maybe that opens other things up for Goff to maybe play action right away and try to hit him with something early. We'll see.
New Orleans looked like completely different team from. I mean, the week. What was it?
They
I think
should
it
have
was
lost
week
that game.
They
9, week
Should've
8
lost
when they
If
played.
Alshon Jeffrey makes that catch,
We're
Yeah,
talking
they're
about
right there,
Foles,
man.
Nick Foles
Yeah.
is still there.
he's there, man. That was a big.
That was a scary team. I kept watching them like eliminate him.
New Orleans did not play well.
No.
I was very surprised at how they were a little lackadaisical in that
The
game.
bye maybe, but I don't know.
Maybe
They just look.
they didn't look.
Breeze looks old. Little bit.
He didn't play well.
No.
I mean, he had a great year. I
He
don't
had a
think
great
with
year, but at
age,
the end of the year, he started
he
just
started to dip
declining.
a little bit. Yeah,
And here's the
Maybe
thing:
that's
you could get separation on the Eagles too, and like the tight window throws that he had to make, he was having a lot of trouble.
yeah.
So you know what? If I kill you, Talib is out there, and who's the guy? Peterson or
Peters, they're both.
who was talking shit already.
Yeah.
They should both be in prison.
Oh, it's great, right?
Both of them.
And Marcus Morris.
You hear Peters after
yeah.
the game?
Oh yeah, he's bring it.
He's watch out for both those guys this weekend.
There'll be a fight. There'll be a fight
There-
going down in that game.
Don't wear your chain on the field now.
So what do you guys? I'm rolling with the Rams. I've been rolling with the Rams since
You
day
picked
one.
it at the beginning of the year. You said Rams, Pats.
I'm going with the Rams, man.
What's the second team though?
New England and the Rams.
Okay, you're sticking with it. All right.
What do you want me to do here?
No, I just you didn't talk for the first section, so I was just curious. If
He's
You want me to?
upset.
Do you want me to talk about what?
No, I don't. I was kidding here. Go
I
ahead.
can if you want me to.
He has nothing to say.
I don't think the Chiefs can win that game. They can't. That's it.
I agree with you, dude. I agree with
You
you.
don't
I'm
think the
saying
Chiefs can win?
No, I don't.
Wow.
I don't think they
You
can win.
can't see any way.
Yeah, I see ways, man. Like if if New
plays.
England fucks up and
Yeah.
they have penalties and which I don't see happening.
Brady's healthy too. There was
that's-
something definitely against the Steelers in Miami. The Miami game.
It's always
If you
in
remember-
Miami. He's always sick in Miami. He's
But
always
if you
got a
remember,
sore shoulder
if you
in
remember,
Miami.
he kept saying that he was adjusting his knee brace.
Something's
and
going
then,
on down
He's
there.
getting pounded in Miami. That's why.
Yeah? Got a
That-
boyfriend
that's-
down
that's
there?
your-
That's where he lets his gay out. Miami.
Oh wow,
Wow.
this is
Huh.
turned
He always
weird.
has a hard time in the
Definitely
game.
Gase was doing that too. Probably with Frank Gore.
It works.
Frank Gore, Cage.
This
Dan
game,
Marino.
this game's in Kansas
Dan
City.
Marino, I'll never win a
This game's
championship,
in-
but I'll win you.
This game is in Kansas City because of the Dolphins. So
Yeah.
you
Well,
guys,
you know
you
what?
guys got to hit the road now and win that
I'll
game.
give this.
and
to Yanni.
they're probably gonna. So whatever.
Yanni said something good. I talked to him on Monday after the Patriots won, and I was like, goddamn fucking Dolphins. And he goes, you know what? How good of a test will this be for a team that we already counted out to go into Kansas City and to pull off this victory? That's what you said.
He's an
and then to
inspirational
go into,
speaker.
go into the Super Bowl. Quote unquote, he said that because if it was in Foxborough, everybody would have been like,
Wow.
same old team, same old team.
Last
time
week,
It leaves
Yanni
it
was
leaves
blindfolded and said his came to him
Yeah.
that Patriots would be Super Bowl champs. So
I meditated today.
It's shocking if they win the Super Bowl.
I tried.
is it?
Oh my God! How did that happen?
Number 6. What's for 6?
Yeah, if they win in Kansas City, it
That
leaves
it's
no
7 is
questions.
heaven.
It's not like, all right, it was at home. It was in Kansas City. So if
God, I
they do
hope
win,
they lose.
they fucking earned it.
Well, the
somehow.
last time they did this was again in 04. Again, this reminds me of the 04 team with Corey
Here we
Dillon
go.
against
Here we
Pittsburgh at
Here we
Pittsburgh
go.
with Jerome Bettis. Where
Bring
he
them all
shoved
up.
it to him.
Bring them all up. 0-1.
Oh no! They remind me of old school team.
When
That's
was
why-
the last time the Patriots were underdogs? Not favored.
They're not even
68
they're
games
not
ago.
underdogs right now.
68
How are they
games.
underdogs?
They're plus 3.5.
You're giving the home team the 3 points. They're
When
calling
was
it an even game.
When was the last time that was in the
It's
playoffs?
an even game.
It's still 3 points.
It's 3 points to the home team. It's an even game. That means that no one's going to be surprised if New England wins that game. If they thought Kansas City was really a favorite, they'd be favored by 5, 6, or 7. It's an even game. What are you talking
I
about?
Well, they thought it was an even game last week. Then
The last
the
time I
spread
did-
went down to 3.5.
I sent you the text, Joe. What was it? 68 games or something was the last time.
Yeah,
What?
The last time that they were
underdogs.
Are you serious?
with Brady, because I can't say the.
It's
you know,
been 68 games
68
in a row.
games. I
no
told
matter
you this
where
is.
they're-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you I wasn't making this shit up.
So annoying.
They were underdogs when they had Garoppolo
But
playing.
remember,
and shit.
we have the Deflategate coming in. With 3-5
Referee.
against referee. Yeah.
Did you see the woman coach woman referee last week?
I
She
didn't
She did not make one call. It was amazing.
She's a pointer, Joe. That's all she.
I don't think
She
she
just
did
moved
any-
the she just moved the chains.
She was
Yeah,
on the
that's
field,
it.
right?
She was on the field.
She's not, that's like the least.
That's
job.
like don't they could just
She
like,
was on the field?
On the field for the Pats game.
Yeah. So when
In the middle of the
ball gets
field?
when the
No.
ball gets
No,
kneed,
all
when
right.
the ball gets kneed, she goes like this.
Dude,
you
you
could not one of
no.
the main.
No,
You
she's
can't
not
put
a
a
main
one.
line judge.
You could
Women's gonna
win-
get hurt out there.
you could
man.
win like a fucking raffle, like McDonald's raffle, and be like, "Hey, you
You
won.
wanna
Now
do this?
you're the
Yeah.
side judge."
But
dude."
she's making probably like 300,000 just doing that. Like,
You think she's making that much?
Nah.
Moving
No,
a flag
I mean,
around?
No, I think what did they say? A
$5 grand.
regular NFL referee's salary is like 300,000.
Wow.
Yeah, but those are the main guys.
Most of the guys that are in the NFL are main guys. It's the same.
No, I mean like the guy sitting on the sideline holding the sticks. He doesn't make
I'm-
that much
They're
money.
still making 100 grand. Definitely, they're all lawyers or ex-lawyers. That's why I read up on.
Where did you get these facts
Where
from?
I swear, look it up, Joe.
All
They're
the
lawyers
refs-
are next door because this is what I do when I'm home.
Referees.
I just read an article. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a sideline guy.
NFL referees. I believe they're mostly lawyers. Mostly.
Is that right?
Yeah. This is like their hobby.
But did you see her on the sideline? They made her look as close to a man as you possibly could.
Yeah.
God,
all,
he's-
all of her hair was
he's
tucked
sick.
in.
What?
He's
Am I right?
sick.
All right.
He's sick.
There are 6 attorneys stalking the sidelines this season. God, how does he know this shit?
How much time do you have on your hands?
Watch all the.
Well, the question is like, what else do you do? You don't.
You can't possibly
You
have
can't be
much
doing
time
anything
left.
else.
So anyway, anyways, I really do.
Hold on, this is my moment.
Imagine
Just
if
let
it's,
me-
imagine.
Sorry, guys.
Scott's been waiting for years. He was sitting there. He was like,
Just
you know
have a
what? He was
podcast.
like, Joe will one day figure something out. And he was like, oh, he bought all this stuff. He was like, I'm hoping one day he asked me to do a podcast. I got a lot of knowledge for it, I swear.
You can't bring this up at like picnics and stuff. Hey guys, I'm referees. You can't do that.
We're like, get the crazy man out of
You
here.
want to know
It's
what?
Christmas. Hey,
So I can talk about the lawyer reps. Okay, this is gonna be sick, guys. When are you gonna load this?
Your cousin.
I got things.
Your cousin was just as sick. Mike.
Yeah.
He used to know every single umpire in baseball.
Wow.
When he was like
Joe used to
12
do that.
years old, he'd be like, oh yeah,
the
that's
Fenton
it.
thing again.
Dude, they would know every umpiring.
Dude, in 1999 or 2000, I swear to God, you could ask me and I could name every lineup from catcher to outfield. I could
I
name
could've done
bench,
that.
I
bench
could do
players.
that. I could
I
do
was
that.
I
The
could
nuts.
umpire thing that
Umpires
No,
tough.
I
Yeah.
Umpires was like another level.
Yeah, you're right.
That was like,
Okay.
wait a minute, you're
Okay,
sick.
but when you were young, you
you're
could-
kind
yeah.
of sick.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
could have done that
Yeah,
when I was younger. Sure.
yeah, I knew them
Yeah,
all.
because you know what? You had cards too. The
Yeah, you
cards
have all
helped
the
with the
cards,
lineups.
I used to read the
Face.
paper every day and had the line
That
up.
too,
He
Yeah.
knows the backgrounds on referees in the NFL, man. This is deep level. Like he needs to.
Lawyer,
talk to someone.
Harvard.
It's a good thing that Marinelli's going to be the. He's from Harvard, graduated in '98.
Joe, who's the sideline?
He's got a history. He's got a history with Brady. He's got a good history. He's called great games for him in the past. So we got that going for us.
Average 6.5 flags.
All right, stop making me
First-
sound that bad. So imagine if it's the two oldest quarterbacks. You got Breeze versus
Brady?
Brady.
It could be.
I mean,
It's a win-win for the NFL. Just like
the storyline is great.
Yeah.
But you could have Goff and you could have Mahomes too.
That could be
No,
great.
That's a
Think
great
it-
story. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's face it,
they played the game of the year this year.
Yeah.
That game they played in LA.
Oh, it was,
That
you're
Monday
right.
night game was the game of the year.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, a rematch of that. It doesn't matter who wins. The Super Bowl is gonna be great
Yeah.
because it's the 4 best teams. So
Yeah.
any matchup you have, you have a good story.
I think out of all the teams, though, right now, the worst team playing that you wouldn't want to see in there would be the Saints. Out of all of them,
If
I'm
you're
saying,
basing
off of how they've been playing the last couple
If you're
games.
basing it off the last few weeks, it's so close though. I mean, because Goff hasn't been great either. You know,
He looked good last week, no?
but he had the running game.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked good handing off. He was handing them off.
He's a good. I mean, honestly, just watching him, he's a good system
He
quarterback.
is.
System
If
goal.
he has
with
His
with his
calls
coach,
everything.
his coach
Yeah.
tells him where to throw. I mean, he's just.
If he has to
Those
win
two
the
are
game,
like this.
I'd be worried.
His coach is his
that's a
binky.
good point.
If New Orleans,
He's a good coach.
If New Orleans
Yeah.
stops to run, I'd be worried. If
McVay's
Goff has
good.
to make plays, and like they stop Gurley and Anderson, it's like, kid, you got to make plays now. I'd be worried.
Yeah.
Because if they take away his first or second read, it's all done for him.
I
He looks
agree.
clueless.
I
Yeah.
agree. I
He
think
does.
he's good, but
I do too.
out of the 4 quarterbacks that are left, he's clearly the
But
4th.
it's like a kid in the pool. One day you have to take off their swimmies and let him go. He can't just sit there the whole
No,
time.
you
First
see,
and
he's
second
telling
year,
him who to
first
throw
and
to,
second,
who's
can't
that.
do it.
Like it's
Who knows?
weird.
And maybe that's something they do this week. That's
Sean-
why it's great because you don't know.
Exactly.
You know, the Rams could come out and just say, they think we're going to fucking pound the rock. Let's just hit him. Let's just start firing away.
Let me ask
You don't know.
Why is the AFC playing at 6 o'clock?
He
Don't
said
they
it
normally
ro-
play?
it does
They rotate.
They
It does
rotate it.
They
Okay.
rotate it. Yeah. It's always different.
Yeah, but why do they change it?
See, I
You can-
agree with this.
You condition everybody, all the football fans, everybody's watching football all year.
What?
1 and 4 o'clock for Sundays.
Because of the West Coast thing.
Championship.
You
yeah, but
can't
even
stop-
then, they've been conditioned too. 1 and 4 o'clock, like or whatever that is, 10 and fucking 2.
They want the prime time game at nighttime.
Why can't they do the
Prime
Super
time,
Bowl at 4?
Because it's money, man. Television. You want the main game to be between
So the-
5 and
You
8.
want people
So
to be at home.
He's saying the people that don't watch it every week, these
That's
fake
exactly-
fans, will
that's
come in and watch
The
it at
real-
6
it
o'clock.
ruins it for the real football.
Oh, I don't
You're-
disagree with
yeah,
this.
absolutely.
I think that
Yes.
the Super Bowl should be 4 o'clock. I think that the games this week should be
Listen,
1 and 4.
you nailed it
Yeah.
on the head. This is
It changes it. It's like
they
you know
do
what I
it.
mean?
This is
Yeah, we have no clue what to
business
do for the first 6 hours of the day.
Told
For
you.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
I'll see you down at
now. I'll be honest with
Angie's.
you. I've always liked the championship week because I like that first game starts at 3, and then by the time that game's even over, it's
It's still
6.
playing,
So you're
yeah.
kind of like when you're used to like NFL wrapping up. It's like no, we got another game
game.
that starts in an hour. So I like it personally. It's like whatever. It's only 2 games anyway. It's not
Yeah.
like you're waiting for. It's just those 2 games. So whatever. But oh man,
It's gonna be a good
they
day.
could really go. Who knows? I don't know if you guys want to make predictions, but
Did you guys hear that story about the Kansas City game, the homeless man?
no.
No, we'll make your predictions. I'll tell you real quick after that.
Predictions. I'm sticking with it's the beat LA back to 2001. It's Rams versus Pats.
I say the same thing. I picked it early in the season. I'm gonna stick with it. Fuck it.
It fits it.
It feels like it's
the young genius versus the old genius, new up and coming quarterback and new franchise.
Listen,
It's like yeah.
Nothing would surprise
And I
me.
would
this
love to
week.
see Sue. I like Adamaket Sue. I would like to see him in the Super Bowl just to watch his interviews because you watch the interviews the week before. I mean the week of when they're talking and stuff. Dude, he's a
Look,
crazy
they would be
nut kid, so.
They've had the Rams have the most talent. They've had the most talent.
Oh,
all
they
year.
do. Yeah, to leave all that.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd say Rams Pats again.
Yanni?
I like Rams Pats.
Wow, we're across the board here.
The
huh?
beat LA thing. It's hard not to the
Boston, LA.
yeah,
thing.
it's great.
I didn't even think of that.
Well, the Red Sox played LA.
Yeah, I'm not a Boston fan, so I didn't think of that.
Beat LA. No, my story was Jeff Allen, the backup guard for the Chiefs. Before the game last week, he got his car stuck in the snow. This guy Dale pulled him out,
Oh yeah, I did hear
and
that.
he was in a '98 Suburban. They found out that the guy Dale was homeless, and he lives in his car. But yeah, he came out and was like, "Hey, I'm trying to find out who this guy was. He helped me get to the game."
So the guy was homeless.
The guy was homeless.
I remember hearing somebody pull him out.
Yeah, he pulled him out, and then they found out who it is, and now they got some fundraiser going to raising money so he's not homeless or something.
See that? Do nice things for people when it comes back.
Chiefs get smoked this week. Let's go Pats, Rams. Same thing.
Wow.
Boom.
Everyone's picking.
I don't know.
Be complete
Definitely
opposite
not.
KC Saints.
That's definitely not going to happen then.
I know, right?
I don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna go with it with my, I'm a Pats fan, but at the end of the day, it makes sense. Like I heard on the radio the other day,
So
Brady,
both road teams winning.
Brady go back to the Super Bowl against the team he first played, Rams.
Yeah.
Some type
It all
of
comes
story.
full circle. Where's the Super Bowl this year? It's in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
It's in the Dome.
Yeah.
Doesn't really. I hate when it's in a dome.
I do too. I like that
Fucking hate it.
outside.
Yeah. Rose Bowl every year. That's where the Super Bowl
beautiful.
should be, in the Rose Bowl.
Every year.
Every year.
It should be outside.
That's a great
true.
venue, man.
Yeah.
They just don't. It's just risk.
Was it? Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they let it in.
Like Florida.
They had it in New Jersey that one year. Why would they ever have it up there?
They got lucky.
Well,
with the weather.
Arizona's a great place.
Yeah, Arizona's another good one. Open
You
it.
can
Just
open it up.
Yeah, man. I don't like it when it's in Atlanta, Detroit,
Vegas.
even New Orleans.
Superdome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the domes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Imagine
like
when
that.
they have it in Vegas.
Yeah.
that will be fantastic.
They'll probably get. I don't know what the.
They can't have it there. That's
they
Sin City.
got- oh my God.
That would be amazing.
They can
thing to go
accommodate.
there.
Can you imagine what they can definitely accommodate.
Yeah.
They can accommodate
The
better than-
convention center of the world, bring the Super Bowl to Vegas.
Absolutely.
That would be amazing. That's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
it has to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within the first 5 years, if they play.
I was just gonna say I don't know how far out they've booked Super Bowls, but as soon as a venue's available, it's gotta go to Vegas. You would think that very first one's gonna go to
Every
Vegas.
owner, they would all want it. Because
Everybody.
it's the best accommodations you could possibly have for.
The owners are all creeps anyway. Well, yeah, Vegas sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
stay there all week.
Adam Gase will fly out there too. I'm in Vegas. What the hell can I take this week?
Oh my God.
Fucking house rules.
That's
So
all.
everybody likes. Wow, that's what it is.
And we'll have a week off in between. We're not going to really talk about the Pro Bowl next week, are we?
No. Does anybody care?
No.
Patrick Mahomes could be there throwing his darts. You know.
They should just, you know what they should
Careful,
do with
Scott.
that game?
Careful.
They should just pick the teams.
I
and
should
then-
just back up and just say I'm scared of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So that way this all goes fruition.
Dude, I'm scared of the Chiefs too, man. Like,
I am too.
The guy's superhuman arm, but I'm hoping that it's like anybody. It's like any pitcher in baseball that you trust your fastball too much, and you get hit. And that's what I'm hoping he does with his arm as a quarterback. That he trusts his arm that much that he can make that throw because he's been doing it all year and it bites him in the ass. But I could be wrong. And the Kareem Hunt thing hasn't hurt him one bit. So bye Hunt. He's never coming back. I think. To the
Now,
NFL.
someone
I
said that
wouldn't
they were
say it
talking
hasn't
to him.
hurt him
Chicago?
one bit. No, because they were much more explosive with him.
They were.
They
but
were.
I agree. But I should have asked that to.
If Kareem Hunt's playing instead of Damian Williams this week, you're a little
I-
worried.
Oh yeah, because you can catch it out of the backfield. He's like
Yeah.
a wide receiver out there.
And
We
he's
should
a-
have
he's
asked
a
Alex
play-
that.
he's a
We should
They
play-
have
said
asked
the
Yeah.
Bears were talking about it. Kareem Hunt.
A lot of teams are going to be.
Well, they are saying now that it's like this code across the NFL that they have to, like, all the owners have to agree. It can't just, they don't want to have what the problem is in Carolina now where they picked up, what's his name?
Right.
Carolina was the only team. All the owners want to have the nod of the head, yes, go ahead. Like, that's the big issue right now. But, I don't know. NFL's still in trouble, man. They're having trouble for the past 4 years, I heard, with having a Super Bowl show, halftime show. Because a lot of people aren't doing it because of the whole.
They're not in that much trouble,
Mc-
man.
Mc-
I mean, I'm looking at the Forbes list of most
oh yeah.
valuable franchises.
Yeah,
Top 50, every single NFL team's on there.
really.
Every single one. So they're not in that much trouble.
Who's the top? Oh, Cowboys, Manchester United,
Real Madrid, Barcelona,
Yankees,
Yankees
Pats,
are the only
Knicks, Lakers,
Giants, Warriors,
Warriors, and Redskins are right there at
top
10.
10. Yeah.
How much is both Steinbrenners worth?
The Yankees are worth $4 billion. As of, merchandise, the whole nine, they're worth $4 billion. The Cowboys are worth almost $5. So think about that. $4.8 billion. The Cowboys.
What are the Patriots? They're
Manchester United is 4.1 million. Real Madrid's almost the same. So is Barcelona. Then the Yanks are 4 billion. Then the Pats are 3.7. Then the Knicks are 3.6. Tied with the Lakers are tied with the New York Giants. They're both 3.3 billion. Then the Warriors have made the biggest jump out of all these. Most of these franchises have been in the top 10 for years. You're talking Cowboys, you're talking the soccer team, the Yankees, the Knicks, Lakers, always.
the soccer team thing. Even though when Yanni said
they
it,
have the
when you
biggest
first asked it, it
average.
makes sense.
Well, they have the biggest
yeah.
average contract per year.
Yeah.
Nobody makes more than the soccer players do. Like yearly, all their salaries. They're
Doesn't
the
make sense.
highest paid athletes in the world.
Speaking of
So
that,
it doesn't not surprising.
did you see our boy, the soccer star? What's his name? He was. God damn it! Come on, guys. Who's the big soccer?
Ronaldo getting the
Ronaldo?
DNA.
Yeah. The
sample.
whole rape incident and stuff.
He ain't getting called for that.
Please, that's what I said. And I know I sound bad saying that. He was in Vegas. You think that guy has to rape a girl? Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, edit that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think
that note-
Kyler Murray made the right decision to go to
No,
Oklahoma?
he did not.
He should stay and play baseball.
Yes.
You're gonna play longer. Your career's gonna be. I don't know. That's my
say
opinion.
that to Patrick Mahomes. Look at
Here's
him.
the thing, though. He's going to make more money playing football.
If he survives,
It doesn't matter. The guaranteed money he's
he
going
won't
to
or
make.
he will. He's
I
not.
think he's a stud.
He's small, but
He is small. That's what I'm saying.
His arms incredible.
no, he is. He's like he's got some Russell Wilson going
He
on.
does. He does.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's a little bit bigger though. He's got to get bigger, man. He's a little guy.
He's
out
a move,
there.
man.
He can move though. I mean, we'll see at the next levels. I mean, someone's going to draft him.
Yeah.
Just because he can do so many good things, someone's going to draft him.
I am.
I-
They're actually trying to.
You know what? I tell you what, it'd be fun. I can tell you that much. They might not win a lot, but he'd be fun to watch.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Just like this show.
Hot entertainment. Hot yoga coming up soon.
Yes.
I spoke to Anthony Giussani. Plays for the Cubs. He's
Very
down
good.
in Mexico right now in the Winter League. And in a couple weeks when he's got a period off, he's going to either Skype or call in.
Oh, good.
So yeah, we're picking up guests, trying to get it bigger.
That's cool,
Not
man.
just
know.
our friends.
Not just our friends.
Just
Not just.
We're gonna do so.
100%.
Maybe you want to explain this hot yoga thing we're gonna do soon.
Yeah,
if
you
Yanni
want to
wants to
explain it real
explain.
quick for the fans?
Well, we're just gonna get you guys in a hot yoga room.
Oh, not you?
Well, I mean,
That's his natural
Sure.
climate.
Oh, you just function fine.
if you guys want me to do it with you, I'll do it with you.
Well,
Yeah, I want you
Yeah.
to do it with us.
It's
Oh, all right.
The good,
So we
the
can
bad.
see. I want to see
the
how
ugly.
far we have.
It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, that would be perfect. Well, I could be the ugly. whichever one.
whatever, man. It's gonna be
But
brutal.
you'll be the good.
Yeah, you're pretty ugly.
Clint Eastwood, you know.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just sit back and.
What are we gonna? We're gonna do a live no
Yeah,
headsets.
no,
So
I'm
we're
thinking.
gonna
So
do-
the whole thing I'm thinking is that I'm gonna set up and I'll have my mic and headset, and I'm gonna throw out like 3 handheld mics or long cords with mics, and
We
you
can
guys
talk
do your
every
thing,
once
and
in a
I'll
while.
narrate, and you can pick them up and be like, Harry will be like, "This fucking sucks." Yanni will be fine, breathing
And then maybe do the
easily.
show right after.
right after.
as
Well,
we're,
the
like-
interview during or whatever, like ask a couple questions, and then after we'll try and do a show.
Okay.
That's
yeah, I
gonna
got
be
an idea.
interesting.
All right.
You got
Oh,
some
this is
ideas?
good. This is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
This is good.
It's gonna be good to see you guys sweating a little. You know, it's good for you too.
No,
You
I'm
guys
looking
do
forward to it.
you.
I can't
Yeah.
really do it, so I'm gonna just sit there.
Somebody's got an out.
I always have an out.
I'm doing it, John. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
We're gonna get
Ready.
you in there, Harry.
I'm more flexible than you think. I'm pretty nimble.
We're gonna find out, buddy. First
nimble.
fucking in.
Pretty nimble. Pretty.
I don't know. Pretty nimble.
House Rules, sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, that was it?
Go Pats.
He's like a fucking robot now.
I am not. House.
House rule.
I thought that was good.
That was good. You might have to like edit
I think
some.
There's like
it was
50
dragging
minutes.
us.
I
That
love
was
the
it?
fucking
Plus
the fact
I thought
that
it was
you
going
knew
over
the
an hour.
words,
54
references. That's
plus,
just
whatever
next
he
level
had.
shit.
Oh, all right, yeah.
No, dude, I worked on all day stuff I was going to bring up for the show, and that was not one of them. That's crazy.
But that's where it comes out good. A lot of times,
Yeah. Some of the stuff that I
like the lawyer thing. That's probably the best thing that came out of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
The lawyers or referees. I'm like, how the fuck does he know that? Like, this son of a bitch is out there.
You don't remember the whole? I can't believe you guys don't.
Talk
When the whole was in 2011 when they were boycotting. When they brought in the temporary referees.
But you knew that the referees now were lawyers.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
And that's when they were sitting down, people were like, "Oh, they're gonna want the money. You know how much money they make." Oh, dude, these guys are fucking caked up already. This is just a sick hobby for
This
most.
is good. I can watch the end of this game now, right?
This turned into a game. What the Celtics up big?
We're up 10.
What do you guys think, man? What do you think Boston's gonna do?
I don't know. They gotta make a move though, man.
You think they gotta make a move?
How's he playing with these sneakers?
nervous?
Would you get these sneakers?
Did they show them
I can't
yet?
afford them.
They're like $300.
It's insane, Joe. For
Scott,
sneakers.
you've blown that on gambling. Buy yourself some sneakers for that sakes.
Yeah, Joe really does make good points about that all the time.
All the time.
I'm
He'll
cheating
be like,
myself.
"Yo, my
I'll
shoes
be like,
suck.
dude, I really
My
use-
running shoes are
He's
awful."
like, you know, but dude, you just paid me $500. I'm like, right. That makes no sense.
You don't like to spend money on
I
yourself?
hate spending money on myself. Dude, I came close today. There was these. I was on Nike.com looking at those sneakers. And they have. Remember the
I haven't seen what they look like yet. They wouldn't show.